The predator-free movement for me is really exciting. I go in, I do the adventure walks in New Zealand, and I go out there and I don't see any birds, which is a bit disappointing. And you see more and more traps out there, which means there's some more activity of people trapping and aware of the same thing. So for me, it's about this, hearing the cacophony of bird sound when you're in the forest.
I love working in this industry. It's so much better than other tech industries where I've been involved in, where the purpose is almost, to create something to make money. Here we're trying to make a difference, and that's really gets you up in the morning and motivates you to work on the project. I love it.
Hi, my name's Lincoln Sell. I'm from Cacophony Limited, and I'm a developer, engineer, mechanical engineer, and help develop the traps.
Hi, I'm Shaun Ryan. I'm the Managing Director of 2040 Limited. 2040 is the manufacturing partner of the Cacophony project. So we manufacture the equipment that they've designed, and we sell it and support the customers that have bought it. All of their equipment, all of their designs are open source.
The Cacophony project has designed a high interaction rate trap, so it's used to catch the last hard to get predators. So we have an open architecture where the animal can walk through the trap, can see right through it, doesn't think it exists, so walk through the trap. We then have a classification that can determine if it's a predator, if we want to trap that. So we use AI classification with a thermal camera, and then we can detect or select which animal we trap.
Yeah, well, a big part of the design of the trap, or the inspiration for the trap, was originally having the thermal camera that could see more animals than trail cameras. And so by seeing how animals are interacting around the traps, we were then able to understand what animals were doing, and that influenced the design of the trap. So the thermal camera was an integral part of that, and it still is, because it's used as to identify the animals that are walking through the trap and control the trap. So the thermal camera and the trap work very closely together.
We do have some exciting things on the horizon. We have the thermal camera, which Shaun was talking about before, can identify and classify animals. So we can use that to selectively trigger whether you want to trigger up against a possum or a ferret or a stoat, or you want to leave the other animals in that neighbourhood. So it's very important for the likes of domestic cats, where we can say, well, there's a cat in that area and we can trigger on all the possums, but just leave the cats alone.
But we're now getting other trap providers wanting to integrate with our camera. So NZ Auto Traps are looking to see whether they can integrate their traps with our camera. And we're working with Australians who have developed a trap, who want an AI trigger for their trap. So that's really exciting. And it also opens up international sales for us. So we've already sold the trap overseas. One of the places was the Cayman Islands, who have cats predating on iguana, and they found the trap was really effective over there. And then we've just sold a bunch of cameras over to the Orkney Islands in Scotland. So that's really exciting. Yeah, so one of the advantages of doing this in New Zealand is really a leader in the predator-free technology, and that's seen globally, around the world. And it's one of the few technologies I've been involved in where it's actually an advantage being in New Zealand to start with. And so we're getting a lot of interest from overseas. And I think that's one way that will really expand, is through these overseas entities seeing what we're doing here, buying our gear, us selling it over there, and that's going to help fund us so we can continue to develop the product, both to meet their needs but also to meet our needs. And we're sort of getting to the point where we're very close to being self-funding now, and that's exciting.